let's make a sound. Smack that ball, spin it around. Courts alive, the vibe is real. Pickleball life is the ultimate deal. Balls deep, we go, no holding back. On the court or in the chat. Life's a rally, let's keep the streak. Balls deep.
Welcome to Balls Deep. I'm Ava Ignatowicz.
And I'm Camila Silvetti. I'm definitely not Ava Ignatowicz. Can we redo that?
Welcome to Balls Deep. We're both Ava Ignatowicz.
I'm new to this. I'm sorry. All right, keep rolling. This is what it is. No cuts.
Are we not redoing
Nope,
that?
we're not redoing it.
Okay. Today we're going to talk about dating.
Dating on tour? Dating in pickleball in general?
Our dating lives.
Oh yeah, the juicy tidbits that everyone has been waiting for.
So I think that I'm definitely not the first person to say that pickleball is the best, single-handed, best way to meet your significant other.
I am one of the proud people who's met my husband playing pickleball.
And I kind of met Drew.
Through pickleball.
Sort of. He got into pickleball, and that's how he heard of me, and then he
Slid in her DMs.
slid in my DMs, started aggressively stalking me, and
Yeah.
eventually he wore me down.
I have the paddle actually here, so we're sitting on a couch and there's a paddle wall. This is the first paddle I ever owned. If anyone's only on audio, it is a, how would you describe this paddle? Wooden.
Could have been used in the Sacramento Wooden Tournament
Yep.
for sure.
So that was my origin story. That's the paddle I was playing with when I first met Brian, so that will tell you about the quality of my pickleball at the time. But yeah.
Pickleball is a great way to meet people of the opposite gender.
Or the same gender.
People of the same gender, yeah.
Just
whoever
people.
you're
It's really just
attracted
great
to.
making friends.
Yeah, it's a great way to find a community as
Find
well.
a community. People always talk about like pickleball saved me or whatever. Which I think you just make so many more friends. It's one of the most social sports where one, the distance of where you are and your opponent is very close by. Two, between points you can talk.
Yeah.
Three, between games you can talk.
Yeah, it's a very social sport.
And you kind of need, to be honest, most rec games I would assume I'm gonna go on a limb and say not very many people are already playing rec singles, right?
Right, yeah.
So you kind of need to make 3 friends. So you gotta convince 3 people to like you enough to want to play with you. And that
I feel
results
like-
with dating.
I feel like most people going to the park to play pickleball are, it's
Chill.
typically going to be your friendlier type of person. It's not
Yeah.
going to be someone who pulls up to the park and thinks, I want to win every single game. I'm going to jump rope before every game and cool down.
You should see
aggressively.
my dad. No, but yeah, I think you're right. It's like everyone goes to play pickleball, to meet people, to have fun, to get some exercise, get some fresh air, decompress from whatever life work things. So
And I'm
Yeah.
pretty confident that I think that most pickleball players can say the same thing. Super confident that I could go to any city, go to any park, and find a pickup game, a rec
for
game
sure.
to play in.
yeah, and people are super welcoming, especially when traveling. Well, just honestly, just such a great way to meet people in general, which is so awesome.
Yeah.
Shout out the sport of pickleball.
Shout out, and that brings us to our sponsors today.
Yep, good segue. Yep. So this is our sponsor shout outs. We would like to thank no one. We don't have any
We don't
sponsors
have a
right now.
sponsor. But if we did have a sponsor, we would be talking about them right now and saying really great, awesome things about
The
them.
same way we're talking about
hyping
pickleball.
them up.
Yeah.
Telling everyone to go, that they can't live without their product. They need
All
it.
true. So if you would like
need
to
this product
sponsor
if
this
you want
podcast,
to find a boyfriend.
yeah, your product is what people are missing in order to find love. Just remember that. So if you would like to sponsor the podcast, Balls Deep, let us know. We will have some sort of email somewhere, maybe.
If there are any
Or just-
billionaires watching, any capitalists, hit us up.
Yeah, anybody that just wants to donate money to the cause, go for it.
Yeah.
We need cute clothes.
We're not afraid.
Oh, to ask for money?
We're not afraid to take your money, and we're not afraid to lie about how great your product is.
No, I think we will not lie. Will we? Okay, fine. You're right. Maybe
we
lie.
will not lie about how great your product is.
Because it'll be great product.
It'll be for the right price, your product is
The best product I've ever
great.
used.
Okay, anyway,
Anyways.
that's enough on that. Is it tough being single on tour?
Okay.
I'd say so.
So I think a few things on this. One, depends on your age and gender. For example, if you are an older woman on tour, an older caveat, let's call it 30 plus,
Yeah.
the option, if you're into men, of men on tour are for the most part younger, which kind of results in a lot of older
Cougars.
women with younger boys, which, I mean, it kind of makes sense if those are kind of your dating options. But a bigger, let's call it not issue, but just dilemma that people on tour have is you travel a lot, and then finding somebody that is supportive of your lifestyle, that you're basically gone half the year, if not more, depending on how well you do. Or like Ava's boyfriend Drew has been coming to a bunch of the tournaments. My husband Brian comes with me to a bunch of tournaments. But not everyone has their own flexibility in work and being able to go randomly on tour with somebody, nor do they want to, maybe.
I think a normal person with a normal job probably would ideally not date someone on the pickleball tour because they're gone like half the year.
Yeah, I think it makes it tough. So I think it makes it tough to date if you're a pro player. Do you think, we have our friend Mari who's dating somebody at a different tour, which that feels even more complicated.
Yeah.
Because then different schedules and both traveling at different times at the same time.
Yeah.
But at the same, and then if you're honestly a younger person, let's call it college age, I think it's also tough where not everyone on tour is college age because pickleball is such a vast sport that really welcomes people of all ages. That said, it means that not all players will be within your not appropriate age bracket, but more just like your life experience, that of what you're looking for probably, making it kind of tough, I think, to date.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I was single for all of my pickleball career until just now, basically, just recently. And I never met a single person on tour that I dated or wanted to date or like.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think that's a hard part too. If you are dating someone,
how are you supposed to date someone on tour? Because
they're kind of your coworker.
They're your coworker. Not only that, like usually you don't live in the same place. So then like when you're at tournaments, you see them. And then when you're
at home, you don't see them.
You don't see them. So it's just a lose-lose.
Well, and then you end up having very public relationships on tour that then have very public breakups on tour. And then suddenly you're having to see your ex every single weekend. Like that doesn't sound very fun if it's not an amicable breakup, which unfortunately I don't think most breakups are the most amicable.
Yeah, and then not only do you have to break up with them and see them every single week almost.
You see them dating new people.
You have to compete against them.
Yeah.
Or compete with them. If you promise to play with them for the whole year. If in a mixed situation.
That's true. Well, or a woman situation or man. But yeah, no, that's crazy, which also most other sports tours aren't two genders.
Yeah.
Can you think of too many? I mean, tennis, mixed doubles.
Well, tennis is, the tournaments are pretty separate based on gender. Yeah,
actually, I'm not really familiar with.
Yeah, so in tennis, there will be, other than the slams and stuff, like I know that the Delray Beach Open is just men. Like there's tournaments where it's just one gender.
Yeah, I think the women, like golf, I think it's also divided by genders. It's not like you're competing, it's like you're competing on one tour or the different one. You're not necessarily competing with people of the opposite gender with them. That said, there are a lot of, I think a good amount of women on tour that like women, which is popular trend, I would say, for most high-level sports for women, right?
Yeah.
No?
No, yeah. Well...
Depends on the sport, right? I feel like it's like a higher percentage of the population of women playing sports that like women, right? Am I wrong?
I think that, you will get a lot of women who like women in sports.
Do you get as many men who like men in sports? Or maybe they're just not open about it?
Yeah.
Or a combination?
I mean, that's such a tough thing to touch on, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's because you really just never know. Like,
Yeah, that's true. Well, for
the PPA, there's a lot of LGBTQ people playing.
Which is awesome. With Ava and I, we are both, I mean, at least I'm straight. I don't know about Ava, but maybe this is where she tells me that she's deeply in love with me on this podcast right now. Nope. Okay. Well, so
you're not my type, but I am in love with Mari.
No, but jokes aside, I'd like to say that we are going to be looking at it more on a heterosexual lens.
Yeah, because
that's more from our experience.
Yeah, we have that experience, and
so we don't speak for everybody.
Better understanding of heterosexual relationships.
Yeah. But yeah, no, it's tough. What is the experience like for partners if you have somebody on tour?
So I think that it's got to be difficult, right? Like,
yeah,
it's got to be tough to see your significant other travel without you a lot. And if you have a job, if you have other things to do, if you have kids even, you don't want to be traveling all the time to every single tournament.
Yeah. Do some partners, though, travel with their partner?
Yeah, Meg McGuffin travels with Tyson a lot.
Which is awesome.
Tammy Emmerich and Martin Emmerich are lucky because they both play on tour and they're married.
That's true. Same with Carlos and City.
Yeah.
And they take turns taking care of the kids. That's another thing. There's a good amount of players actually that have kids on tour. So having to be mindful of who's taking care of your kids while you're not there. I believe I was chatting with Callie and Elise, and they mentioned that when they travel together, their husbands like hang out with their kids together, which I thought was really cute.
Yeah, that is
which is super awesome. My husband Brian, he comes to like one tournament per quarter-ish, I would say, and he enjoys it. But at the same time, I mean, it's super fun to go watch pickleball, and everybody should come and show up to a PPA tour event.
Yeah, absolutely.
But if you're like, for example, if you're Brian and you have to go watch me warm up on a random side court, it's not necessarily the most fun.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, like it is fun, but not very fun. Depends on if you're very social and you like watching me warm up on a side court, then maybe it's pretty fun.
So Drew is kind of, I would say, like, personality-wise, the opposite of Brian, like super extroverted. And he has been having so much fun so far at the PPA events. And I'm like, I don't know how you're having fun. Makes no sense to me. I'm not even having fun.
You're like, I'm at work. Why are you having fun at my work?
But he seems to really, really enjoy coming to the tournaments and seeing everyone play. And he's like, he's got his favorite players. Like, for example, he's a big fan of Zane Ford. Fan of Zane Ford.
Zane Ford, if you're listening, you got a fan.
Huge fan of Hayden Patriquin.
Nice.
Yeah, so...
Who's Brian a fan of? I feel like Brian he wouldn't tell me because I'd be like, hey man, I'm the only person you're allowed to be a fan of. No, but it is like an interesting dynamic. And honestly, like I love it when I get to see people's partners because maybe since I travel with my partner sometimes to tournaments, I'm like, I feel their pain. So I try to do my best to talk to them at tournaments and stuff.
I think that, you know, we have, out of every sport, we have some of the friendliest wags.
Yeah.
Some of the nicest wags.
All right, let's give some wag shout outs. All right.
Favorite wag?
Just name a few wags that you like.
I like Meg McGuffin.
You like Meg? Juliet?
I love Juliet.
Big Juliet. Awesome. Shout out to Gabe Joseph. He just got married. I saw that. I feel like his wife goes to a bunch of the tournaments, and she's always good vibes. Who else goes to tournaments?
Pietti's boyfriend Dylan is super sweet.
I haven't seen Pierre actually in a little bit now. I see her like in passing, but I feel like I haven't like hung out with her. Who else brings their partners? I mean, the players that are dating players, let's say Greg and Alex, they bring their partner. So shout out them. They're like, my coworker, you're here. Anyways, but then that being said, there is, as many of you guys are probably aware, a lot of, let's call it stereotypes of, in general, in pro sports, of infidelity. Is that the case for pickleball?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Anything
I
else?
think that on tour, there's definitely been, at least to my knowledge, a few instances where people in committed relationships have looked for comfort outside of their committed relationships during periods of long travel and really, really hurt their significant others.
Yeah. I mean,
to my knowledge, at least.
yeah, so I would agree with Ava. I think it's tough for some partners and relationships. Obviously, it puts strain on people having to be apart. So that is something to keep in mind if you are trying to go pro and tour. It's some sacrifices in terms of relationships and finding partners.
Yeah. Obviously, like, a good person wouldn't cheat on their
obviously
significant
think
other.
about who you're
So date
choosing.
someone better.
That too.
Date someone you trust.
Or be in an open relationship and then
Yeah, and then it's fine.
I guess then communication.
Yeah.
But I mean,
But no, I feel like if you're traveling with a bunch of people, I mean, and it's not just pickleball, right? People cheat on their significant others with their coworkers all the time.
and technically people in pickleball are coworkers with each other, kind of.
You're just like coworkers, so.
But
it's
it
definitely
does become
unfortunate.
and messy. It is messy, especially since everyone kind of, it's kind of like being in a big high school where everyone kind of knows about all the drama that goes around.
Yeah.
Minus everything, since everything's getting recorded on like live streams and stuff, it gets clipped. So it's like doubling down on, let's say like the one recent public cheating that was happening afterwards, they were playing like one player cheats on a player that's on tour. The other two players have to play each other, and then the DJ's out here playing songs like Bad Blood, and it's like, that's crazy.
Yeah,
But honestly, I'm like, okay, respectable. Like everyone, if you know, you know. If you don't know, it's kind of random.
I actually personally like to think that the DJ had no idea, and it was just a really big Taylor Swift fan.
Very good timing for that song to be getting played. But at the same time, I mean, if you already knew, it makes it comedic genius. If you didn't know about it, you probably just thought they were a Taylor Swift fan, like everybody else. So
Yeah.
that goes with that. Yeah. Any other points on this? Yeah, but I mean, that being said, we're not going to end on that note.
Yeah, we need to end on a positive note.
Well, and on a positive note, that if you are looking for love, go out to the pickleball courts. I'm telling you, within maybe not even for love.
Wait,
For friendship.
what about this? We talk about our favorite pickleball couples.
Okay. That like people that are currently dating other people in pickleball?
Yeah.
Okay, let's hear yours.
Probably Alex and Greg.
That's a pretty cute one.
I think they're really cute.
Wait, does it have to be both of them in pickleball?
Or just anyone that you think is the cutest couple ever from pickleball.
Oh, that's such a good question. Anik Lahani
Oh.
and his now wife, also congrats. They're so cute.
They're really
so,
cute.
so cute. What
They're
other good
super
ones?
nice
What other
people.
good ones are there? I feel like there's some like really like. I mean, obviously the McGuffins. They're so cute.
I love
How much Tyson loves
Yeah.
Meg.
I love it so
I know.
much.
I feel like he brings her up in every single scenario where I'm like, I hope Brian is bringing me up to random people the way that Tyson brings her up. Even if it's a bit, it's like an incredible bit.
Yeah.
Like, incredible bit. Who else do we have on the...
Plus, they have that cute little YouTube channel / reality show, Making McGuffins.
Oh, that's kind of cute.
Like making muffins.
McGuffins. That's such a cute name.
That's so cute.
Anyways, well, I hope you guys enjoyed this short, brief episode on dating on tour. If you guys have any questions, let us know.
Yeah, let us
We'll
know.
do the best to answer.
We're sorry if it was a little bit negative and we were kind of negative on the dating on tour thing. But
No, I feel like we were realistic.
we're realistic. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
It's
never
a mixed
good.
bag. It's like a mixed bag, which is fine. There's good things, there's bad things, and then there's things to just be aware of.
You know what? Let's talk about some positives. Before we end it, let's go over some
Okay.
positives of dating on tour. Number one, you get to travel the country with your significant other.
If they travel with you, yeah.
Doing what you love. That's pretty sick.
2, you get to watch your pickleball playing partner, let's call it, live out their dreams and compete at the highest level, which is super cool.
And you always get to watch their matches in person because you're usually already at the tournament.
You get the box player seats.
Yeah.
You get to be literally front row if you're dating somebody in the pickleball world.
You're
a wag.
You could play mixed doubles with them like once a quarter, like for fun, like
at a tournament.
Yeah, like in a tournament, like.
Well, that's only if both of them are signed. I used to try to do that with Brian.
Well, let's assume that they're both signed. These are positive.
Okay. Yeah, I would love it if I could play with Brian.
This is called dating on tour, not dating on qualies.
Dating? No, but like
dating in qualies.
Dating in qualies. The new segment brought to you by Camilla and Ava, who are not playing qualies, but we're gonna go investigate every single qualies love life. Maybe we should just go around asking people on like a status in their love life.
Can we
like a Tinder, but for players?
Off the top of your head, can you think of any qualies couples?
Couples. No.
Me neither. It's cutthroat in the qualies.
It's cutthroat.
They're
People
not
are
there
like,
to
hey,
mess
you're not.
around.
Yeah, they're like, we're here to win, not date around in qualies. No, but I mean, obviously, same thing with like the APP tour. They also have their relationships. It is interesting though when like some couples did break up if they did have one person traveling on the PPA tour and then another one in the APP tour because they just kind of never saw each other, which is tough. So think about that. If you are playing on tours, which one do you want to see yourself dating people in?
Yeah. If you're thinking of, should I play PPA or APP? Just look up the rankings, go to pictures.
And say who has the most attractive, best personality looking people. And then message them and say, hey, do you happen to be single? Write down how many people are single that you are interested in. And then based off of which one has more potential dating options for you, that's the tour you should actually be playing in.
Oh, and also if you are a person who plays pickleball and is dating, put that you play pickleball in your Hinge profile, in your Bumble profile, in your Raya profile. Put that you play pickleball and I bet you'll get a lot more matches.
People in general just love pickleball.
Yeah, people love pickleball.
I think it's a great, let's call it accessible sport where you don't necessarily have to be a professional athlete in order to be able to play and feel like, oh, I like pickleball. You know, like you feel this connection about it. It's just kind of like, you like drawing. Doesn't matter. You don't have to be Picasso out here. You can just like to draw. And if you have something immediately in common. And it gives you guys something really good to do on your first date.
Yeah. Oh, you can go on my first date with Drew was a pickleball date and Marwan came.
Oh, that's kind of weird.
It was really weird.
Why was he there? Chaperoning?
He was chaperoning. No, we were making content before. We were doing a video together because he's the paddle doctor. So we brought like the thing that cuts the paddles in half to the courts, and we were making a little video cutting my Pro XR paddle in half, and like he was explaining the inside to me, like.
Oh, interesting.
And then Drew came and Marwan didn't leave. He just played with
Drew was like, why am I getting chaperoned by this man? But okay.
And then Drew and Marwan talked the whole time, and I think I got like 5 words in.
Amazing.
I was third wheeling on my first date.
That's awesome. No, with Brian on our first date, it was also on a pickleball court. Arguably, our second date was also on a pickleball court, and the third date was also on a pickleball court. Nice. And by date, I use that very loosely, as in we just happened to be at the same place at the same time. And then I was aggressively hitting on him.
Nice.
And that's how that went. We actually, also it's a great thing that if you find somebody that likes playing pickleball, you immediately can go on trips and travel with people, like with your partner, and go play pickleball. It makes it pretty accessible for vacations as well, where it gives you, let's say one person really likes snorkeling, you don't like snorkeling, well now guess what? You can go play pickleball instead, which is great.
Yeah. So a big thank you to our sponsors.
Email us if you'd like to sponsor, because we don't have any sponsors.
Email us if you'd like to date us.
Yeah, send us love letters. We're taken, but we'd
appreciate it.
Yeah, I mean, who doesn't like some compliments?
So yeah, send us.
Or we should start, if you're a pro player on tour and are single, and you would like for us to pimp you out on our podcast, send us a DM or text us, and then next episode we can bring up that you are single, what you're looking for,
And who exactly on tour we think you would look cute with to embarrass all parties involved.
perfect. Yeah. All right. Thank you for tuning in. See you at the next one.
Bye.
Paddles in the air, let's make a sound. Smack that ball, spin it around. Courts alive, the vibe is real. Pickleball life is the ultimate deal. Balls deep, we go, no holding back. On the court or in the chat. Life's a rally, let's keep the streak. Balls deep, every single week. Stories served with the perfect slice. Life in sports will break the ice. Pros with moves and tells to tell. In this game we all excel. Balls deep, we go, no holding back. Balls, balls deep, every single week.